My original plan for today was that I was going to flush out the water system, put in some bleach water. I'm still going to do that. But the other part of my plan was I was going to run my ozone machine and then just like stay the night somewhere else while it ran, to try to get rid of the mouth smell. Um, I wanted to do that like before, like weeks ago, and I didn't do it. And then yesterday I was like, oh, I should do that. There was a reason why I didn't do it, but I can't remember what it was. So I started reading up on running the ozone and how long I should run it and blah, blah, blah. I double checking safety stuff. And because I kept thinking like there was an issue with electronics, but I couldn't remember exactly what. So I did the reading, and ozone machines, especially the really powerful ones that put out many times more than what's considered safe for like humans to be around. Um, they do help with odors a lot, but they are also hard on electronics and plastic and rubber, and they can also potentially start fires. The ozone itself is not flammable, but it causes oxidization, and so like if it comes in contact with something that's, just like the right thing, it could spark a fire. So um, I feel like running it in an RV that has a robust solar setup is not a good idea. If I didn't have the solar, I could like have all the power off, and remove my electronics and just kind of accept the wear and tear on some of the items in the RV. But because I've got all the batteries and the controllers, and I can't actually completely turn off, the electricity moving from the panels to the batteries, um, I just it just feels safer not to use it, and so I'm not going to. I am a little disappointed only because I was hoping that I had like an easy temporary fix for the smell from the mouse nests. But that's all right. I'm kind of thinking what I might do, um, at some point. I have a lot of other things I have to do first, but at some point is literally just go underneath the RV and slice some holes where I can feel the insulation sort of like grouped together. There's like heavy spots, and cut and remove that stuff and see if it helps. Um, I know I'll be removing insulation, and at some point I'll need to put it back in, but I'm just thinking as a temporary fix to get the smell out because I really don't want to be breathing that. And then at some point, like next year, I could do a proper repair where I take the mesh off and put up new insulation and all of that. Um, and maybe by then I'll have somebody that can help me do the work that doesn't cost as much as my RV tech. Um, because there are some things that I feel like are worth paying that much for, and then there are some things that I'm kind of like, I could use a handyman to do that work and pay like a lot less, you know? Um, so yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set this up for my fancy cat box because it has Wi-Fi and all that stuff. If I leave it plugged in, it uses a lot of power, and I'm not good at remembering to plug and unplug things. So I'm just going to set this to like empty like 4 times a day, for like, I don't even know what the increments are, like 10-minute increments or something. And then, yeah, and then that will save some power and save some annoyance for me. And then after I do that, I'm gonna go start the water stuff. I went to the store today, and I picked up a funnel. I got some bleach. I have like a container here I can use to mix the water and the bleach to pour it in. And I looked online, and I'm pretty sure the freshwater tank is 70 gallons and the gray water tank is like 90 gallons. The freshwater tank might be 80 gallons, but I'm gonna do the math for like the bleach for like 70 gallons and then like fill it up most of the way. That sounds like so much water. Water waste really bothers me, but I'll move the hose around. I'll water stuff. And then I'm gonna put that stuff in there, and then I'm gonna leave it until tomorrow, and then I'll flush it out and hook up the hose again. So yeah. So I don't know for sure, but I think that is the drain for the fresh water pipe. Yeah, it looks like I could put a hose in there. So I'm gonna give that a try and see what happens. And then I found these guys, which they're labeled low point drain valves. So I'm gonna do this outside one first and then do those. And then, yeah. I didn't really notice it right away, but the drain, I need like an attachment or something, like putting the end of the hose in there, I'd have to wrestle with the whole hose and that would be like a pain in the butt. But yeah, so I guess I have to go to the store and get that. I'm gonna look around and make sure she didn't leave one here, because there's a drawer full of bits and bobs. But yeah, I might have to go get that. So I got the attachment that I think I need. I also got the one for the water filter, but I'll do that like in the next few days. So I'm gonna go try this now. The sun is trying to sneak away, so I need to do it pretty quickly. So I put it on, but it doesn't like screw in as far as like I would expect it to if it was intended to have that. I'm gonna use it like that because if it leaks a little bit, it's not a big deal, but yeah, just weird. I got it hooked up now. I'm gonna try to turn the knob, but I tried to turn it earlier and I wasn't able to, so I may have to get my son to help me with that because my hands are wusses. I am walking over to get his help since he doesn't always see my texts in a timely manner, and we'll be like, please, sir, can you help? Well, he wasn't where I was expecting him to be, so I texted him, and I'm gonna go empty the low water ones, which just empties out the lines. So I'm glad I feel better today than I did yesterday. I'm still tremendously frustrated, but just sometimes it adds up into like strong emotions and have to like, I guess that's like normal human stuff that didn't used to be that way for me, so I'm still getting used to it, learning to accept my feels. Hey, barky dog. All right, let's see. Lefty Lucy. Oh, I don't want that on me. It's peeing. And the smell is, oh my goodness. Stinky. Smell bad. Well, he's in the middle of cooking and I walked in there and he's like sauteing onions, and I have like I'm allergic to allium, so that was unpleasant. Oh, look, it's the Amazon guy that's probably got the coax stuff, but that I've been waiting for. I'm just gonna have some coffee with my mug, which, if you don't know about my podcast, that's me and that's my podcast. And you're like, you're having coffee and the sun is going down? What? I have ADHD. Coffee's relaxing. It doesn't keep me awake. So, yeah. I've tried to get information on purging propane tanks, specifically the service. Like, I've read up about it a bunch, but they all say you have to have a professional service person do it, and there's like specific steps to doing it correctly. And it's not a service that's listed on people's websites, so it makes me think that it's like a default thing that people do. So it's not like a thing that you like explicitly go to them to do. It's something that happens. It's just not being listed out, because apparently it's done to like every new tank, and if it's not done to the tank, people tend to have performance issues. So yeah. Ooh. Anyway, I just like, I emailed a few places, and hopefully one of them gets back to me and is like, yeah, just bring the tank over, we can do it. Because I'd like to not have to buy another tank if I don't have to. Like, the idea is eventually to get one, but not now. Maybe like when I have a chance to catch up and save some money, you know, because they're like, I looked and they're like $140 or something. So plus I think I'd have to get it filled. I assume they're sold empty and then you get them filled, but yeah. I said yeah again. I gotta wait, I'm not gonna say yeah. I'm gonna stop this on a not yeah. No. So I actually almost forgot that I need to take these shelves out, because I have a washing machine that's gonna go in here, and I'm gonna leave these. The washing machine is about 39 inches, which is about here. And I think that's enough space for me to be able to get the lid on. I'm just going to leave it, and then if it's not enough space, I'll take this one out. But I'm really hoping that I won't need to. And I'm kind of curious if these are just like what they're screwed into, because if it's just, yeah, I don't know. Because maybe if they're not screwed in anything particularly complicated, I could add one up here and retain some of the storage. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna take these out now. Hi, miss. Sniff, sniff, sniff. That's done. And that floor was definitely not cleaned by the cleaners based on how dirty my hands got. And look at this. Sheesh. So it got too dark and I forgot to empty the hot water tank, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and then I'll add the bleach water tomorrow. But the tank is empty. It took about an hour for it to fully empty. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue moving stuff around to get ready for bringing in all my boxes and stuff, and hang out here with this guy. Oh, fits in there. So, but I definitely am gonna want somebody to help me hold it, because I don't think I can hold a gallon of water and that at the same time. Just kind of not quite that coordinated. Just looks like one of those pee attachments for men. I don't know if you ever seen that. Yeah. So adding water to the system now. It's at 2/3. I'm just gonna take my time, go out and turn the water off, because by then it'll be enough based on how long it took for the other levels to go up. I'm paranoid about overfilling and not trusting the gauges. So my friend who was here to help me move today helped me put the bleach water in, and I didn't record it because, yeah, just, but it was interesting because it really didn't want to go in, and we had to like tap it and like create air bubbles to get it to go. So I got bleach on my pants, and then I like wiped them off. It's gonna have a bleach spot, but wow, that doesn't look very flattering at all. But and my son's like, "Did you piss yourself?" And I was just like, "Huh? Oh, no."